Anyone that's watched this channel before will be fully aware that I am what you may call pro-repro, but in my mind, I would rather think of myself as being anti-repro. I have just read the most ridiculous posting I've probably ever seen on Facebook regarding repro. I want to share that posting with you and then go into great detail to explain why I really cannot stand these anti-repro elitists. Welcome back. Now, last week I was just perusing Facebook and happened to come across a posting on one of those elitist collectors groups, and my jaw just hit the floor. Let me read that post to you, and I want to maybe have someone from that side comment on this video and explain to me what is going on here. However, the post reads, I purchased a Retro Collection 6-pack to get a previously unproduced Mon Mothma figure, which I love. The other figures included in the package, i.e. Yak Face, I would consider to be repro. Sanctioned repro, but repro nonetheless. What is the IC's position on Retro Collection repro figures? Should I donate them or send them to the Sarlacc? I hate that they exist. Also hate trashing something that a kid from the Goodwill or something might love. So, you are suggesting you may throw some perfectly good toys in the garbage because you consider them to be repro, even though Hasbro owns the right to produce these figures. Therefore, they are not repro in the sense that you are using the word repro as. It just blows my mind that someone would even post that publicly. This is without question one of the worst posts I've ever read regarding the subject of repro. And I'll be fair here, I can almost understand why people would be up in arms at someone producing an identical copy of something that is worth hundreds of dollars. I can understand that to an extent. However, these retro collections from Hasbro are clearly marked as such. There is no confusion to be had here. And the fact that rather than give a toy, and let's be honest here, these are toys, rather than give a toy to a kid whose family maybe cannot afford to buy new toys, you would actually throw this in the garbage because you are so anti-repro, just blows my mind. So if anyone out there who has a similar point of view, please do explain to me this line of thinking because it makes absolutely no sense to me. And if we're being honest here, it makes them look like complete twats. Now, to address the reason that I am so anti-repro, it all stems back to when I started doing this channel. Now, initially, I began doing this channel as a means to elevate my mood because I was in a very, very dark place. And without being dramatic about it, we are talking about a life or death situation here. And I thought to myself that going back and recreating childhood memories could be a means of making myself feel better again. And I began doing all things 80s, I think it was around April of 2019. And I set out to buy a lot of sealed items, not just toys, but items from the 80s. And I went on camera and opened them up just to experience that feeling again. And without question, I felt a whole lot better. Well, that was until I had the elitist groups from both sides of the Atlantic come at me and tell me what a horrible person I was and that I should be ashamed of myself. There were some really horrible, horrible comments made my way. Furthermore, we all know of the famous twat in these YouTube circles that loves to create drama. His involvement caused me to have to remove myself from various groups I was quite happy to be part of because without going into too much detail here, I was receiving a lot of personal attacks, including attacks on my wife. And it wasn't just me, there are other channels out there who have wives of similar descent who were also attacked. And bearing in mind, this is all down to how we collect toys, which is absolutely ridiculous. But I will never forgive anyone who still supports that guy that caused my wife to be in tears because of some of the racist, sexist abuse that she was receiving. So yes, these elitist anti-repro groups are, in my opinion, the biggest twats I have ever come across. And simply because of the abuse I and my wife received, I will forever call them out for being the twats they are. The fact of the matter was that I took to opening old toys as a means of helping my mental well-being, and to have these people come at me because I did something that made me feel good is absolutely deplorable. So that right there is why I am anti-repro and will always have that stance. So, in closing, please let me know what you thought of that posting that I read out. Is that not the saddest thing you've ever read? Also, if you are of that opinion, please explain to me what good it's going to do throwing a perfectly good toy in the garbage when there are kids out there whose parents cannot afford to give them new toys. They would love to receive that and have fun playing with it. And bearing in mind, these are toys. So thank you for watching. Please do leave a comment, leave a like. I'm sure this video will get a lot of downvotes, and that's fine, because you know what? You people that leave the downvotes, you are twats. That's all there is to it. But thank you again, and make sure you are subscribed, all that good stuff. I'll see you next time.